แต่ฉันขอแค่เช็ดน้ำตาเธอเบาๆ Different seedlings going on here in different stages and conditions of health, but we're strengthening them up in the light.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, Sawadee Krup. I'm Steven, and this is my video log, The Thai American. It's about life, family, living, exploring, creating, fixing, and building, brought to you initially from Thailand, and now the United States. If you like what you see and hear here, be sure to give me likes, comments, and subscribe, so as to not miss any updates. Khop kun krap.
So we're going after the greens here. Stems won't hurt, everything's edible on this plant. But dandelion tea, dandelion leaf tea. Straight to it. Oh, but you didn't wash out the leaves. Maybe there's toxic chemicals on them. Maybe. Probably not. I mean, nothing that I can't handle.
Welcome back to the vlog. As you can see, I'm making some dandelion leaf tea. I'm using my BioLite stove to boil the water, and this BioLite stove is great for even just for boiling water, but it actually charges your phone. That little orange device you see, that's actually a thermoelectric generator, but I'll get into that another time. But dandelion leaf tea is great if you have a lot of dandelions growing like we do in this region, for detoxing and cleaning out your insides, but it could make your stomach a little upset if you've got a sensitive. Yeah, this summer in Durango we've been busy working on a lot of various projects, which I'm going to share with you.
3. Go on, camera. Here, let me help you hold it. Okay, ready? Do it.
Recruited some local help, as you can see, with one of my aquaponics pod, just give him some participation. He always likes to get involved. But when we're not working on things at the house, we are out and about, especially on the bike trail in Durango town proper. There's a great bike trail that goes all along the Animas River, and you can get to most places in town via it. You don't really ever have to cross the road, except for this kind of occasion where you cross over the bridge on the bike path. But again, you'll never have to really cross the crosswalks if you don't want to, but it's not that bad. The traffic here is really nice. They really give you a lot of room as bicycles, and they see you from a mile ahead and they let you go. But other than that, this bike trail, we're heading south on the Animas River, going all the way. It goes all the way down, maybe about 9 miles outside of town or so, where there's a Walmart and Home Depot, but that's not what we're going here. And as you can see, it's a very pleasant place to be during the spring and summer, whether for cycling or even boating, which is something I have yet to do here. I guess I got a little one here that can't swim yet, but it'll happen eventually. So, it's summer indeed. One of the things I wanted to share with you actually here about summer here, there's some misconception specifically in Thailand about places like this. Thailand would refer to, Colorado or the USA as Mueang Nao, which means a cold country. And that's kind of misleading. It's really a temperate country. One thing I will say that Colorado definitely has hot summers. They're not humid like Thailand or other parts of the southern USA, but they're definitely hot. We're a lot higher up. The elevation here is 5,000 to 8,000 to 9,000 feet where most people live here in Colorado, and it's pretty darn hot in the summer. Just as hot as Thailand. Not humid again. But so to call it a cold country is not really accurately complete. But it is definitely mild during the springs and fall, and you have mornings and evenings where it's still cool here. But yeah, the summer is definitely a time that people like to cool down, which I'll share with you in a future update here.
Okay. Yeah, we're in the creek here to collect some sand. Some of this, there's like this black sand here, gravel. I've got these mesh filter bags that I can put some in here and wash it out in the river, and then you can see the size of this, but let me kind of show you what this stuff looks like. It's dirty there, but once you wash it out in the river, the dirts and stuff, and then you're left with some black little fine rocks there. So help me put some in here, Harry's going. Put it in here inside the bag. So just letting the river do its job with this media, washing the dirt away. But so one thing I noticed from the media, there is earthworms in there. Here's one you can see that slipped through here. I don't know. Sure to find its way back into the media once. But I don't mind having earthworms in our filter media. Stuck in there now, but what's left is just whatever is bigger than these holes, and that should be good for filtration purposes. And our final mesh. Oh. So I gotta wash it a bit more. Maybe I don't. You know. Yeah, so there's some dirt that's still coming out of here. Okay. There's one. I feel like probably more, but here's our larger one. So the size of these is a little bit bigger. So I'm gonna go look for another collection site for that media. Okay, so we got some of this stuff. I think it's the stuff they use to make asphalt. But yeah, washed it a good amount of times there. But it's so small. Some of that stuff will actually probably protrude through the holes on this larger one. Not sure how many microns that is, but this is our grade that we were able to collect from the creek. All right, so some filter media. Just to explain, I'm actually collecting this river sand as part of water filtration and purification experiment projects that I'm working on, which I will share with you in a near future update of what I'm doing, not only for aquaponics, but also for general water use. But anyway, that will come in the near future. And next, Aries and I are going to perform for you a little Thai song that he really likes. It's called Khaw Shet Nam Ta. Let me wipe your tears. Enjoy. Shet Nam Ta แล้วมองกันได้ไหมฉันเป็นใครเธอลืมไปแล้วหรือฉันคนเดิมที่ยังไงก็รักเธอแม้ว่าเธอคอยทอดทิ้งฉันไปถึงเวลาเขาทิ้งเธอในวันนี้รู้สึกดีว่ามันเจ็บแค่ไหนถึงไม่รังเกียจอยากเอาเธอมาซบตรงไหล่เชื่อใจไว้ใจกันสักครั้งไม่ได้มาเพื่อเธอกันในเวลาที่เธออ่อนแอเธอจะคอยมาช่วยดูแลไม่ได้มาเพื่อแทนใครและฉันรู้ว่าฉันแทนเขาไม่ได้และฉันรู้ว่าใจเธอมีแต่เขาแต่ฉันขอแค่เช็ดน้ำตาเธอเบาๆในฐานะคนรักเก่าที่คุ้นเคย
So yeah, in the northern hemisphere temperate zones, it is spring and summer now, so it's the time for planting. And there's a lot of seed supply here in the U.S., which is one of the largest seed markets in the world, if not the largest. I mean, that's questionable how you measure it. But anyway, yeah, this is one of the local seed suppliers, and you have a lot of heirloom seeds and as well as commercially packed seeds. So I'm working on a few projects in my garden, including with aquaponics, which I'll share you one of my main units here. Similar to Thailand and Colorado, July is the monsoon season.
Raining, raining, raining. Right now, got about a minute, and the timer is set to go on at 6:10, and that'll start the pumping water cycle of our unit here. This is just manual spraying, watering here. It's not part of the system, but I just like to keep the seedlings in here moist, the ones that aren't directly embedded. Basically, yeah, 3 different types of grow lights, plant lights, low wattage ones, and just comparing and using them all here. They're all suspended here on just this temporary slat work here. They can easily be adjusted, changed, or whatnot. All of them are, well, the longer one, the tube one, is AC specifically. I mean, they're all plugged into AC right now. There we go. Just on schedule, 6:10. Oh yeah, except this one I have to manually turn this one because this one is on its own thing. So this is a USB one, this one here, and the one it's going to go on these little holy basil seedlings here. But basically I turn it on like that, and there's different settings. Let's see, turn it on there. I can change the spectrum. I think 3 different types of settings and the intensity. But so yeah, I'm going to go with that one. That's about 10 watts. It says it's 3 amps at 5 volts USB, so 15 watts, but maybe I was only getting 10 watts on my power supply when I was measuring the wattage. So yeah, this should just go on for 2 hours right now. I'm going to have to separate and isolate the lighting from the pumping to a different timer. I've got another timer for that, and I'll get to that later. But yeah, basically here, this one was like, I had to assemble it. It's just a little pan, and it's, as you can see, it's not part of any box or anything like this one. This one is 20 watts. I think 10 watts per panel, 2 panels. They had to be assembled and put together. It has a fixed spectrum, about 20 watts there, and this one is 14 watts, the one in the back, the 2 tubes. But anyway, so there's the water, different seedlings going on here in different stages and conditions of health. But we're strengthening them up in the light and in the protected environment of the simulated riverbed. So we've got cucumbers. You can see we got some holy basil. We've got some chia seeds. They're not marked. We've got emerald variety of okra, 2 seedlings of that. Cucumber, straight-aged cucumbers, some cilantro sprouting up here. That's what that will be, cilantro. There's probably a little seedling or 2 coming up here somewhere. Yeah, they're coming up. And then we also got some cauliflower planted, as well as some capsicum, some chili peppers. They're coming back to life here, because they were originally sprouted in the dark and transplanted them into the seedling cups late. But anyway, shouldn't be coming along. We got some broccoli as well. So yeah. And of course our pump system, everything, filtration is all working like clockwork, aquaponic work. That's the quick update for now. But yeah, cheap low wattage lights that are either off the grid friendly or hybrid friendly, or they're not going to really consume a lot of energy. So altogether, all these 3 lights, 14 plus 20, 34 plus 10, 44, 50, so about 50 watts, maximum from the lighting here. Should be enough, for seedlings and microgreens too, ultimately. And this is obviously not permanent setup. I'm going to get some mylar reflective material to box it, but then I'll have to start taking readings and considering temperature and how that air ventilation works. So I got fans for that, just adding to the load. But yeah, ultimately it can be converted indoors, no problem. But obviously this is a prototype.
So be sure to subscribe so you don't miss any updates on this and many other projects going on here. Meanwhile, Durango is full of parks, and it's a great place for families and young kids. So here we are going to check out the passing train at one of the playgrounds, and I'll leave you with some clips of Aries playing in one of a few playgrounds.
เก่งแล้วเลยแอนโตเนียมันเด็กแค่2 ขวบน้อง3 ขวบน่าจะกล้าแล้วอย่าปล่อยนะมัมมี่น้องกลัวไหมน้องกลัวไหมไม่กลัว not afraid เหรอLet's get you swinging เฮ้ยกลัวไหม กลัวไหมไม่กลัวWow. What are you doing? Driving a car? Okay. Want to come down the slide over here? Come on down.
So Wednesday
Hey! You're coming to get me. What'd you say? What? You can. Good job. All by yourself. You gotta get up there though. Yeah. It gets dark. They will. You can go down the slide now? I think they'll bite more than your finger. Come on down. Ready?
Ready.
Go on. Eee.
That's it. That one is not hot.
Yeah, it shocks you, huh?
Yeah. Black and green.
Oh, yeah. All right, hold on. Wait. Ready? Is it fun?
Yeah.
All right, you want to play any more?
Yeah. Go home now.
Oh. Okay.
Come back. Come here.
Oh, yeah.
And to wrap this update up, leave you with a clip of a beautiful full rainbow that we caught up on Fort Lewis College Hill overlooking Durango. So with that, I want to thank everybody for tuning in. We've got a lot more exciting updates coming up soon, so stay tuned. Bye-bye now. If you like what you see and hear here, be sure to give me likes, comments, and subscribe so as to not miss any updates. Khop kun krap.